Morning guys, welcome to the start of the New York Vogue Knitting Life vlogs. And yeah, I'm in the car now. I've just dropped Layla off at nursery this morning and I'm heading back home. I'm going to be picked up in a little over an hour by my taxi to go to the airport. And yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little check-in because I don't have a lot of time once I get home and I have a bunch of things to do before I have to go. But yeah, things have been going okay, all packed up, all ready to go. Just need to make sure I have my coffee. But sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm driving. But yeah, so one big thing that's happened actually was yesterday, in late afternoon, I had this like sudden onset of like really bad pain in my lower chest, like top of my abdomen area. It was so intense, so bad, and I was literally could not get comfortable. Nothing was helping reduce the pain, and I was literally just screaming my head off for half an hour. Pretty much immediately called an ambulance because I've had something like this happen before, but not for a few months, like it was months ago. Pretty much immediately called for an ambulance because I was at home on my own with Layla. Actually no, I first called Perry, basically had told him he had to come home. He was working at his parents yesterday, and then called the ambulance, who took a while to get there, but I guess my case wasn't like a super emergency. But poor Layla was at home with me. She had to like witness me basically being in that much pain. I'm pretty much screaming non-stop for half an hour. I'm genuinely surprised none of the neighbours showed up to see what was going on. But poor thing, like she had no real idea what was going on. I had to try and explain to her whilst being in camera's moving, whilst being in excruciating pain that like mummy's not feeling well. She kept trying to give me hugs and I like kept stroking my face and like telling me I didn't need to cry. It was very sweet, but also I was incredibly worried about how traumatizing that whole experience was going to be for her. Thankfully the paramedics showed up and I started to feel better pretty quickly, and then Perry got home shortly after the paramedics got there. So as soon as she saw him, she was fine and she sort of was all happy again, and everything was okay. And even afterwards, after the whole thing had finished and they'd left, she seemed fine as well. Didn't seem overly concerned about what had happened. But obviously we're keeping an eye on her, making sure that she hasn't, hopefully doesn't have any lasting impacts from that experience. But in the end, quickly as the pain came on, it went away just that quickly. And in the end, the paramedics managed to phone my doctors and get me an appointment to go see the doctor that afternoon. So I went and saw the doctor. And she said, and even the paramedics said this as well, they suspected it was gallstones, or might be gallstones. They have no way of knowing for sure. But a lot of the symptoms were very similar, and she said the same, that it could have been that. So she's giving me some like pain medication to help in case it happens again, especially because I'm going to be traveling. And then yeah, when I get back, I'm going to have like some checks done and stuff to see if that is what it is. Or not, or if it's something else. Anyway, so that was fun yesterday, just what I needed before traveling. But once again, cannot iterate enough how grateful I am for the NHS and how you don't have to worry about medical expenses in the UK. Like, genuinely could not imagine how stressful something like that would be like anywhere else. Anyway, all that aside, I'm getting home now, so I'm gonna check back in with you guys later. yummy. Jacqueline made dinner. Hello! Morning guys, welcome to day 2 of the New York Vogue Knitting Live vlogs. Today is Wednesday the 15th of January and it's my first full day in New York. I didn't really vlog much after I got here yesterday, but I landed on time, got to Jacqueline's house all okay. I don't know what it is about New York City taxis though. I always feel so car sick after being in a taxi from the airport or to the airport. Like, it's usually because there's a lot of traffic and it's very sort of stop-start driving, and that just makes me feel very sick, very nauseous. But that was fine. Got here all okay, and Jacqueline made us some dinner and we just spend the evening chatting, eating food, knitting, watching podcasts and just catching up. So that was really nice. I think I finally fell asleep around 11 PM last night, so not too bad, pretty good actually. And then I woke up briefly around 2:30 and I was like, this is too early, back to sleep. And then I woke up again around 5ish and I was really struggling to get back to sleep after that. I finally fell back asleep again around 7, I think. And then by the time I woke up now, it's almost 8, so didn't sleep for that much longer. And yeah, so I just woke up now, it's almost 8, and Jacqueline and Andrew have both left already for work, which is fine. I'll see them later tonight, I guess. But yeah, so just settling in. I've occasionally caught sight of Mika and Jafar. They kind of like, the good thing about this apartment, you may or may not be aware, but Jacqueline's moved recently. And Jacqueline also has a podcast. I remember last time I stayed with her, I forgot to mention this, but she has a podcast, and her podcast is Brooklyn Knit Folk. Brooklyn Knit Folk. There we go. Pronunciation. On YouTube as well, if you want to follow that as well. She has a really lovely podcast channel, and she does really good vlogmases as well. What was I saying? Yeah, so she's moved recently, and so this apartment's a bit bigger, and so Mika, who is the devil in cat form, I say that jokingly somewhat, but she really doesn't like strangers. Like last time I stayed with Jacqueline, she hissed, growled, like was like full on hatred mode. It was like, I'm plotting to kill you kind of level. But thankfully, like I said, this place is a bit bigger, so she doesn't actually have to even acknowledge the fact that I'm here if she doesn't want to. So she has that advantage this time. But yeah, so I think I'm just going to sort of wake up a little bit still, and then get dressed and head out and go grab a coffee. Then I think I'll probably come back and just hang out here for a bit before I head off for the day. I'll probably head off sometime in the afternoon. I'm not in a huge rush, and because I slept okay last night, but I didn't get like a solid chunk of sleep, so I have a feeling I might want to have a nap later. So I might just stay here and have a nap and then go out. So we'll see what we're doing. They're right by the park here, right by Prospect Park, so I might go for a walk to the park later. We'll just see. I don't have any real plans for today, and that's the beauty of coming a couple of days early. And later tonight I'm meeting up with some friends for dinner, so that'll be fun too. Just thought I would share some knitting progress on this sweater. So this is just the front part. I'm working up to the neckline. I'm almost there, a couple rows away from shaping the neckline, getting that done. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a break now and go get changed and go grab a coffee before I come back and finish this. Oh jeez, my hair. And by finish this, I mean just finish the front, because I think that's what I'm going to try and do today. I'm going to try and finish the neckline and the front part of the sweater and get started on the back. It's a little bit cumbersome to take this out and about right now, just especially around the neckline bit. It can be a bit fiddly. I mean, it's not fiddly, it's just a little bit more cumbersome, and I don't really want to be dragging it around, so I want to get that bit done so then I can take it out. I do have a couple of other projects with me, so not a problem if I don't take this one. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go get changed quickly and then go grab a coffee and come back. Alright, so I made it out the apartment finally, and it's such a lovely day outside. I decided to leave my coat at home because it's just so nice. It's nice and sunny. It's quite cool, but it's not too cold and not too windy, thankfully. So knitwear is enough. The The park is just behind me there, but I'm heading this way to go get coffee and some breakfast. And yeah. Hey guys, so I'm actually back now at Jacqueline's. I've had my coffee. I also grabbed a bagel while I was out, so I've had that as well. It was yummy. Nothing quite like a New York City bagel. And yeah, and I've just gotten to the point now, just did a couple more rows on the front part of the sweater, and I'm just at the point now where I'm going to start to shape the neckline. So yeah, really excited with that. Should hopefully have this finished in not too long. And then yeah, and then I'll just be on to the back section, and then the body will be finished. I'm hoping to have the body finished hopefully by the end of tomorrow, so then I can just do the neckline, do the neckband ribbing, and then the body's done, and then it's just the sleeves. And yeah, so that should be exciting. So I'm just gonna crack on with that, I think. It's what time is it now? It's almost 11, so it's still fairly early in the day. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick around here for a little bit. Just gonna relax, take it easy. I've had a bit of a stressful couple of days with the whole ambulance thing. Thankfully Layla seems to be doing just fine. She seems to have done fine, and she seems to be doing okay. I'm looking forward to talking to her a little bit later today. I'm probably gonna wait until she gets back from nursery so I can talk to her before I head out, which should be around 1ish, so like 1ish local time here. Yeah, so I think that's probably about it for now. I don't really have anything else to update you guys on.
Hello.
What are you doing?
I get some food, Mommy.
You getting some food?
Yeah.
What are you gonna have?
I get carrots and potato.
Carrots and potato?
Daddy makes Mommy Daddy food.
Oh, Daddy made some Mummy Daddy food?
Yeah.
And Layla's gonna try some?
Yes, I can cook some carrots and potatoes. So I went to school one day. Daddy picked me up.
You went to preschool today and Daddy picked you up from preschool?
Yeah.
Was it good fun?
Yeah.
What did you do in preschool?
I did pooches.
You turned on the computer?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a bit later in the day. As you'll have seen, I had a FaceTime chat with Layla. Hopefully some of the footage I took of that is usable because the connection wasn't the best. It kept cutting out. But she seemed to have another really great day at nursery. She was in preschool for like half the day, pretty much. They took her in there after lunch, and then she just didn't want to leave. So Perry actually had to pick her up from preschool today, which was apparently went really well. It took her about 5 minutes to settle in, and then she was fine. But yeah, so that's been going great. I'm getting ready now to head out, so I'm leaving a little bit later than I originally planned. It's almost 3. I had planned on leaving around 2, but that's fine. Got caught up with knitting and stuff. I've just sort of repacked my bag into this tote bag because I'm going to be out for a while now, so I wanted to make sure I had a couple of projects with me, and that bag's a bit bigger. I'm going to walk through, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through Prospect Park to go to the station, and then I'm going to hop on the train, hop on the subway, go into town or into the city, and I'm probably going to go to Washington Square Park, I think, for a bit. I really like that park. There's always a lot going on, and I might grab a coffee, head to the park, sit down, do a bit of knitting, and watch people go by. If it's not too cold, hopefully. Otherwise I might just walk through the park and go find a coffee shop to sit down and knit away in. So yeah, that's the plan for right now. hotel listening to the music and watching the world go by, and then I'm just going to go for a little wander. I might walk up towards Strand Bookshop, but we'll see. No real plans. So today is Thursday the 16th of January. It is a much cooler morning than yesterday. It's not as sunny, still nice blue skies and fluffy clouds, but it's not as sunny. It's definitely colder, or it feels colder. The wind's picked up. But yeah, I'm headed out this morning. I say this morning, it's like 11:30, so almost afternoon. I'm heading out to go get myself a coffee and probably another bagel, because I'm quite hungry. I haven't really eaten much this morning, if anything. I had a little snack in my bag from yesterday that I ate, but that's about it. I managed to sleep much better last night, which was good. I still woke up a couple of times, but was able to get back to sleep quicker, which was always good. And I managed to sleep a little bit longer as well, which was really needed. So then once I woke up, I just sort of relaxed, packed my bags, and did some knitting, and now I'm heading out. So yeah, off to get some coffee. Okay, so the body of this sweater is finished. I've even finished the neckline and the neckband rather, and I really like how it fits right now. It's not been blocked yet, so it will loosen up a little bit. It's a little bit shorter than I would typically knit my sweaters, but I'm trying to play around with different lengths and stuff. This is actually, I say it's shorter, it's not cropped, like my waist is up here. It is definitely a more normal length. It's just above my hips probably a little bit lower down. Actually not that much. It's my hips. It just stops at my hips essentially. So this is more of a standard sweater length if you're looking at things like store-bought sweaters. But I typically knit sweaters much longer, and this actually probably is a little bit longer than standard length, typically anyway, by a couple of inches. But I'm trying out different styles, different cuts and different lengths. I do tend to wear a lot of dresses, so sometimes I find if I knit the sweaters a bit longer, it doesn't quite work as well with the dress. I mean, I still wear them, but sometimes it doesn't look as good. Alright, so all packed up, ready to go, leaving a little bit later than I'd originally planned to get to the hotel. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down, walk to the corner. If I can hail a cab, I'll just hop in a yellow cab. Otherwise, I'll order an Uber or a Via or something else. Well, that ain't a shabby view. View out over the Hudson River. It's quite nice. And a nice king-size bed. Pretty standard hotel room fare. Hello. Okay, so slight change of knitwear. I decided to put on this shawl instead, and this is my Starry Skies shawl. It's a mild shawl which I brought along as a sample for my marling class that I'm teaching. And I'm wearing this hat, which is a new one. I haven't shown this on the podcast before. I finished this a while ago, and I was planning on publishing this last year, but I never got around to it, and I still need to take photos of it, so it's not ready to be published yet, although the pattern's done. And yeah, it's nice and warm and snug, so, and it fits nicely over my hair when it's up in a bun. So I am off out now to go find some food because I'm hungry, and then I'm gonna come back, sort out my stuff a bit, and then go for the teachers meeting, which is in a little less than 2 hours from now. So let's get going. Right, so I just got back from popping out to get some food. I went to, I think it's called Europa Cafe, which is one of my favourite places actually to get a salad. Not just in Times Square, but in New York in general. It's just like a little cafe deli type place. And they do one of my favourite salads, which is a Santa Fe salad, and it's pretty huge and also pretty reasonably priced for New York. And the other thing I wanted to do before I have to go to a teachers meeting was I wanted to open up this package. So Mars, who is Hey Brownberry on Instagram and on YouTube, she and I had arranged to do a swap with each other, and I put together her package but forgot to bring it with me, which is so annoying, it's so frustrating. However, Mars was much more organised than I was and did not forget. So I have her package, and I really haven't opened it up yet. She said it was very carefully packed to make sure it all fit in this package. So I'm probably going to open it up a little bit later and have a little look, see what's inside, assuming I have time before I have to run off. It's just after 5 now, so I should have time to do that. And then I have to try and get it all back in here. And then once I get home, I'll send her package off to her. But yeah, so for now I think I'm just gonna eat my salad, watch a video or something, and just relax.
Yeah, thank you for stepping up and doing this. It's very different to how it looks as well. So thank you.
Hey guys, so back in my room now after the teachers meeting, which went really well. Got my lanyard with my name badge and everything for the weekend. We got given a goodie bag of stuff. In fairness, most of the stuff in here are my class handouts. So I have a big bundle, of my class handouts. So I need to sort through that, make sure I have everything. Managed to scratch myself with my name badge, as you do. I've been feeling a bit not great this evening, I will be honest. Since I left to go downstairs for the teachers meeting, I started feeling a bit queasy and my tummy started feeling a bit funny, and I was getting worried that I might be getting another whatever happened to me the other day that I had to call the ambulance for again. But it hasn't developed into anything, and I've taken the medication that the doctor gave me in case it was that, because that is supposed to help like prevent it or to help with the pain if it does happen. So I took it just to be safe, and it hasn't developed into anything, and I don't think it's that, because the pain is kind of really low grade. It's just more uncomfortable than anything else. So I think I'm going to try and have an early night. I think maybe lying down will help. My back also hurts a little bit, and I think it's just I just probably need to go to bed to be quite honest. I think I'm just tired. And yes, I'm going to call it a night. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to split these vlogs up. I haven't been editing them every day, and I haven't really been remembering to finish them every day. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do these first 2-3 days together, and then I'll split up the weekend, do one Friday, Saturday and Sunday or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Depends how much filming I get done. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.